Hello? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody there? Hey, 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 hey. Do 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 do. Mary Lou, Mary Lou, Mary Lou, Mary Lou is here. Hi, Mary Lou. Do you get to stay, Mary Lou, or you got to go work or something crazy like that? I hope you don't have to work today. Oh, it's a nice day here today. It's actually sunny, sun shining, and it's like in the 20s, like high 20s, okay? Not low 20s, but high 20s. So, here we go. There's Kathy and Jennifer and Sherry and Michelle. Oh, Jennifer's got a light work day. Yay. Light work days are awesome, right? No work days are better, though. Sorry. I didn't mean to like rub that in. Sorry. Today I got up. I worked on nothing. Nope, I worked on nothing this morning. I sat on the couch for a little while, looked at emails, looked at other things, got depressed, got up, turned it off, got dressed, had breakfast. So after that, we went to the gym. Yeah, we went to the gym. The gym was busy. There are times at the gym, like if you're right around lunchtime or right before lunchtime, it's busy. So we have to remember that. And we got there about, 11 or so. So it was at that lunch hour rush. Mistake. Then after we worked out, Dale thought we would go up the road through town with all the stoplights up to the car wash because he wanted a truck wash. That took about 20 minutes. And I'm like, I tried to tell him I didn't have time. We get up to the car wash, and because it's sunny and fairly nice, there's a huge long line. And so he said, well, we probably don't have time for that. And I said, no, we probably don't. So then we hopped on the highway and came home so I could get ready for my life. Sometimes I try to just be reasonable and, sometimes it doesn't work. Anyhow, that was the day so far. In the truck, though, I was able to work on my expression fiber arts February clue. She calls them clues each month's part of the pattern. And it's going along nice. And I was partway through a row. And I picked it up and I started doing what I thought the pattern was. Until I got that row done and headed back, and I realized something's not right. I was doing a triple crochet, a dropped triple crochet instead of a dropped double crochet. It's hard to tear it out. Yeah, I should check the pattern again, shouldn't I? Anyhow, I tore out about a row and a half, maybe. Yeah, not too bad. But then I got them back in, all the driving around. I got those back in, and I got a little further. And it's actually looking really good now. So I like it. It's looking good. So today, something I wanted to do for a long time, because seriously, I think flowers will sell at a craft show. There's a couple people I follow. They just really do nothing but flowers. And I have wanted to crochet some flowers. I've crocheted like some little flowers that I put on like headbands and stuff, but not actual flowers. And honestly, I'm not really ready to put flowers together today because I don't have my wire. But I thought we could start putting some flowers together. So I just gathered up a whole bunch of yarns. Now, this pattern is a video tutorial, and she uses DK weight yarn. All right. So I have pulled out, I did find 2 pinks. They're different textures. The yarn's different textures, but It's not that different. I think that these two will work if I want to do a two shaded rose. All right. I think I'm going to try doing that. Then last week we talked about greens at the end of the live, and I had some of this DK weight, and I think this is going to be perfect for like the sepal. I think it's a sepal and leaves. So I think this will make a nice rose. Okay. Now, let me show you some other things. If you wanted to, there's a lot of cotton yarns out there, and I'm certain you could use cotton yarn. This is a 3-weight. Kobu is a 3-weight. You could use this. These are cotton. These are acrylic, right? But if you wanted to do all your flowers in cotton, I have this. And then this is KC brand. This is from Joann's. This is also a 3-weight. So these could go together. You could find some beautiful, lovely colors in the KC cotton if you wanted to do that. So I want to throw that out there as an option. Then I have this bag. Now, it was, okay, this bag has been around for quite a while. I got this, oh my gosh, I don't know, year and a half ago from a company that wanted me to review their kits. Well, this is what I got. This is what I got, okay? Oh, you know what? There's wire in here. There's wire in here. Okay, so I pulled this out. I think I used, I don't know, maybe some of this green for something. This was supposed to make sunflowers, except there was no pattern with the thing. No pattern at all. So you were on your own for the pattern. And I let this lady know, and she was like, oh, well, here's a YouTube tutorial. And literally sent me to somebody else's YouTube tutorial to figure out how to make this sunflower. So this is what I would call flower yarn. I don't know what weight this is. I think it's probably a 2. I think it's a little finer than the pinks are. But this is what I would consider good flower yarn. Now there is, the one lady actually sells yarn now. She makes tons and tons of flowers, and she makes beautiful bouquets. They're gorgeous. And she sells yarn. So they're called milk cotton, and they're not cotton at all. I don't know why milk cotton is called cotton, because it is not. It is not. Well, hello, Robert. It's been a while since you've hung out. Oh, you've been working a lot. Okay. Well, so it's an acrylic yarn. It's a little bit finer. It's probably a 2-weight, like I said. If you look up milk cotton and try to buy milk cotton, you get all kinds of weird things. They call them 4-ply, 3-ply. I don't know. It gets confusing. Anyhow, there was everything here to make a sunflower, including stuffing, including like, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's a little package. It came with all the supplies. Look, a stitch marker, a hook. What size hook is this? A 2.5. Okay. The pattern we're going to follow calls for a 3, but that's with DK weight yarn. So this makes sense. A 2.5 for the thinner yarn, a 3 for the little thicker yarn. But the flower I would make with this is not going to be connected to the rose, so I think it would be fine. But anyhow, I just thought at some point I would look up a pattern for a sunflower. This always confused me. I don't know what this is for. It's like plastic tissue. All I can assume is that maybe it's like to wrap your flowers in, like you make a bouquet and you wrap them up. That's all I could ever figure that would be used for. I don't know. Very weird. But look what I found in here. I'm glad I pulled this bag out because look, I got wire. I have got wire. Yes, I do. It's all taped up at the end, but let's see. See if we can get it out and see what we have here. So, okay, come on. Get off of there. I think some of these are folded. Let's see what we get. Sherry, you won a prize, didn't you? I think you won Jenny's prize. Am I right? Okay, let's get this tape off here and let's see what we have. Well, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about like floral wire. There's a couple different kinds here. All right. So these are just, okay, it's just like, it's fairly stiff, a rod, okay? Then there's this. Okay, there's several of these. How many are there? I don't know how many sunflowers this was supposed to make, but I've got 6 rods there. I'll set those aside for now. Put it back in there. And then there's, this is actually thinner, like, okay, how do we get them apart? It's pretty stiff. This is what I would consider the wire, okay? And so it's thinner, much thinner. There's a bunch of it. Anyhow, I'm thinking that I can use some of this stuff to make my stems. Yay! And then someday, maybe I can go back and use, this to make a sunflower. I'm going to keep these out for now because this video has a couple of other flowers in it besides the rose. And we might want to use some of that. Okay? All right. So I'm going to have to watch. Hello, Tink. I'm going to have to watch the video because that's the pattern. And she's very good. I'll tell you who it is. It is, sure, I'll tell you just a second. This Fairy Maid. She's got a lot of cool stuff on her channel. This Fairy Maid. All right. If you want to check her out. So she actually makes roses. She makes some daisies, and she makes some things she calls berries. And that is what makes her bouquet. I'll show you a picture. Here's her picture. All right. We're just going to kind of follow her rose pattern. So I have a 3.5. I didn't have one that was smaller. So I'm going to use a 3.5 with this. And I've got 2 colors of pink. I've got some green. We're going to go for it. See what happens. All right. So what else do you need? Scissors, I don't know what else we need. Okay. Let's see. Can't remember which color we start with. Do we start with the light or the dark? Oh, there's a lot of hot gluing with flowers, apparently. So we're not going to hot glue today, but there's a lot of hot gluing involved. Oh, so see her wire? She's just got this big old loop of wire. So that's got to be that. Oh, good. We're going to start with the leaves, the sepal. Okay. So we're going to start with our green. Yep, the sepal. So we're starting with our green. We're starting with a slip knot. Start with a slip knot. I don't want you. Okay. Start with a slip knot. Did you get a hold of Jenny, Sherry? I'm assuming you probably did. And we're going to chain 3. Just 1, 2, and 3. And then slip knot to make a ring. It's a very little, tiny, tiny ring. Okay, little, itty bitty little. There we go. Just a little thing there. Just a little thing. You found her? Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Now, in our little ring, we're going to make 5 single crochets in that little hole here. So we're going to make 5 single crochets. So there's 1 and 2 and 3. She actually uses a variegated green as well for hers. I thought that was interesting. 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. Now, I don't know if we join or not, so let's just follow along here and see what she says we do after this. She's very thorough. She tells you how to make the stitches even. So okay, so we're gonna stitch marker here. I'm glad I got these stitch markers down here. I'm gonna grab a stitch marker. Dale's leaving. I don't know where he's going. Maybe he decided to go back to the car wash. Who knows? Who knows? Perfect, Sherry. Perfect. Oh, there's even a needle in here. And ribbon. Ribbon with words on it. Why do we have ribbons with words? Best wishes for you. It's got to be to wrap everything up at the end to make a bouquet. And here's glue. They give you glue for your hot glue gun, but you better have a hot glue gun. It was the funniest thing. I got like 3 different things from that lady, and none of them were right. None of them. Okay. All right. So we are going to put a stitch marker. You can put it in your first stitch. You can put it in your last stitch, however you like to mark your round. I like to mark my first stitch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put 2 singles in each of the singles. So we'll end up with 10 single crochets. Okay, I'm going to just cover up my tail here. So there's my first one. There's 1. And put a stitch marker there so I know it's number 1. Number 1, number 1. So I got to do another one in that stitch. That'll make 2. This is so small. It is so small. I can't imagine being one of those people that does all that little tiny micro crochet. 2 in the next one. That's for 3 and 4. And 2 in the next one. 5 and 6. And the next stitch will be 7 and 8. It's getting a little easier. I'm getting a little more to work with here. And my last stitch is for number 9 and number 10. Okay, make sure we closed up our hole here. Okay, now we got a little tiny little circle. Little itty bitty circle. All right. We got 10 single crochets. She's still making hers. So, all right. Now we do a single crochet in the next one. 1 single crochet in the next. Take my marker out and mark that round. Mark my first stitch. Then in our next stitch, we do an increase. So we do 2 in the next one. All right, 2 in the next stitch. 1 and 2. So we're up to 3 stitches. Now you just do the same thing. You do 1, you do an increase, 1, and an increase all the way around. So there's 1 and an increase. That gives us 8 stitches, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it gives us 6 stitches. Sorry, 6. And 7, 8, 9. Then 10. Then 11 and 12. 11 and 12. Then 13. And then 14, 15. 14, 15. All right. Our circle got a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Boy, there's like nobody here today. Where's everybody at today? Everybody left. Left me today. It's okay. I'll just sit here and make a flower live. All right. Now for round 4, we do 2 single crochets. It's just like any round piece I've ever made. This is how you increase, okay? So we do 1, and the next one we do 1, so that's 2, 1, 2. And in the next stitch, we do an increase, so we do 2. So that would be stitch number 3 and 4. Okay? And we keep doing that all the way around. So we got 5, we got 6, then in the next stitch makes 7 and 8. Then we go 9 and 10 in the next stitch. The next stitch we got 2, so that's 11, 12. Okay. I know, Sherry, you're always here. Thank you. Then we go 13, 14. The next stitch gets 15 and 16. Then our next stitch is 17. The next one is 18. And our last stitch gets 2. So that gives us our total of 20. Right now, we've just got the base of our rose, right? You can see it. That's going to go on our rose, right? All right. So let's keep going. And what do we do next? Round 5. Okay, now we're going to make like I'd call them petals. You know, they're going to be like, you look at the bottom of a rose and you see like little fingers that come up around the petal to hold the bloom in, right? So that's what we're going to make now. So in the first stitch, in the very first stitch, okay, we are going to put a series of things. We're going to put a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a chain 2. Okay. Now we slip stitch into the second back bump. So I'm assuming that means our second stitch, turn it over, and we go into the back of that. There really isn't a back bump there. I'm just going to make it go in the back here. Slip stitch in here. I'm going to go right there. Slip stitch into there. Okay. So we made sort of like a little petal sort of there. All right. Into the next stitch. Do a double crochet, a double, and a half a double. Half a double. You like how I said that? And then into the next stitch, do a single crochet. And the next stitch gets a slip stitch. All right. Now, that looks weird, but I don't know if that's right. Let me see. I'm going to watch her real quick and see what she does here. And she's left-handed. that's not what she did. Hang on. So let's go back. Let's take out this part here where I slip stitched into the next stitch in the back. That's not what we do. Okay, let's go back to our chain. We actually slip stitch into the chain. We slip stitch into the chain. So here's our chain. And then we turn and we slip stitch into the back of the chain. Okay. Slip stitch into the back of the chain down here. Okay. There we go. I don't know why we do that, but we do. Okay. Slip stitch into the back of the chain. All right. Okay, now in the next stitch, we do a double crochet and a half double crochet. Okay, so it just kind of made a little, this is what she's calling like a petal. Just kind of did that. Okay, it went up one side and kind of down the other is what it did. Okay. Now after that, we go to the next stitch and do a single, and that brings it all the way back down. So this goes up and this comes down, up and down. Oh, it's hard to see. We go, because we're increasing stitches and then we decrease our size of our stitches to come back down. All right, now we're going to do that again. I'm assuming we go, oh, then we slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, slip stitch into the next. As we know, that's the smallest stitch we could possibly have is a slip stitch. Okay, now we move on. Next stitch, we do the same thing. We do a single, we do a half double, and we do a double. Then we chain two, and basically what she's doing, she's basically making like a little picot on the end. She made it difficult by going in the back. I'm not going to go in the back because it just made it more difficult and made it kind of sloppy in my opinion. I'm just going to do like a regular little picot there. Just gives it a little extra bump there, okay? Then in the next stitch, we do a double crochet and a half double crochet. Next stitch gets a single, and the next stitch gets a slip stitch. Yeah, I like that one a whole lot better than the first one. I like that a whole lot better. Can you see how much nicer that looks? The first one got kind of messy. Emma, please don't come in here and tell me there's a chuck pinson drop today. Just okay, just don't tell me that, okay? Okay, is it Marilyn? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Marilyn? I always forget. It's going to take me a while to remember your name, okay? All right. So we keep doing that all the way around until we have 5. So next stitch gets a single, a half double, a double, chain 2, and then however you want to make your little picot here. If you want to try to go in the back, you go in the back, but I'm not going to because that's confusing for me. Then in our next stitch, we do a double, and then the smaller stitch, we do the half double. Then in our next stitch, we do a single. Next stitch gets a slip stitch. So now I have got 3 petals. See them? See my little petals, right? They're looking pretty good. All right, we got 2 more to go. Next stitch gets a single, gets a half double, and gets a double, gets that chain 2, make the little picot tip on the end. Go to your next stitch, do a double and a half. Next stitch gets a single. Next stitch gets a slip stitch. All right, I got 4 petals. Move on to our last one. Next stitch gets the single, a half double, and a double. Chain 2, and a picot. What's beautiful, Sherry? What's beautiful? What's beautiful? Oh, it's a Sandra Bergeron painting today. They always save something really good till the end. Always something really good. Okay, so my next stitch gets a single, and I should have one more stitch here that gets a slip stitch. Okay, want to see what it looks like now? I'll show you what it looks like now. It looks kind of like a little star. Cute, right? Very cute. I like it. Okay. That might be it for our little sepal. Let's see what we got. That might be it. It gives us our 5 leaves. She's still going here. And she's still going. Still going. Okay, come on. Come on. We're done with round 5. Yep, and she just said there's a star shape. We got a star shape. Okay. And that's it. We fasten off here. Okay. So there is our little base to our flower. There's our base. Yep. I've started doing just a little slip stitch thing and tie off. Okay. There it is. Ta-da! All right. Okay, done with the green for now. All right, we're going to move on to our pinks. And she's starting with the light pink. So I'm going to start with the light pink. Sure I am. Hang on. I got to find an end here first. I don't want that one, do I? No, that's the outside one. Where's my inner? Where's my inner one? Thought it looked like it was coming out right here. Let's see. It is, but where's the end? No. Oh, maybe this is all. Okay. Okay, I'm good. That's coming out of the center. Okay. So this is to make the 2-tone rose. We're going to make a 2-tone. All right. So what do? We start with a slip stitch. Oh boy. And we chain 50 plus 1. Okay? Chain 50 plus 1. So I have to count for a minute here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm at 25. $50 and then 1 more. Okay, 50 and 1 more. There we go. Nice long pink chain. Now we single crochet in the second back bump in every stitch across. Well, I don't like doing back bump, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to single crochet starting in the second stitch. I'm going to go all the way across. I should get 50 when I'm done. 50 single crochets. Okay. I got 6. How you all doing? It's cute, Sherry says. Okay. Yep. Okay, I got 10. I'm a fifth of the way. Whew, 15. $20. I'm not even halfway yet. There's 25. We're halfway. Oops, I lost that one. There's 30. Okay, here comes 40. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. 47. 48. 49 and 50. All right, 50 single crochets. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I'll talk about roses in a minute. This is only one style of rose. It's one style of rose. Okay. Oh, guess what? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to chain one and we're going to turn. I don't have to count this time. Chain one and turn and do single crochets all the way back. So this is the style of rose that you make a big long strip and then you roll it up. You know, we're going to roll it up and it's going to make the rose. That is one style of rose you can make. The other style of rose you can make is when you make individual petals. You make all these petals and then you glue them all together with hot glue. You glue them together to form your rose. Now, they have different looks for sure. I think I actually prefer the style where you make all the individual petals and glue them together versus this style. But this being our first flower, my first real flower, I thought we'd start out with this kind because I don't know, it just seemed a bit easier. You know, easier to put together. all that stuff. It's still going to be very pretty when it's done. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a pretty flower. But the other variety, you just see the individual petals. You know what I mean? Because you just start to like wrap them around as you glue them. And so you'll see individual petals. This one, not as much. So, but I still think it's going to be very pretty. And there's a time and a place for each type of, flower. Each type of rose has its own, This one I could see being quicker probably to do if you wanted to sell. Although I don't know how many petals you make for the other ones. It seems like it's quite a few, 6 or 8. I've looked at those too, but I really want to make a sunflower. I'm probably going to take that bag of yarn there, and I'm just going to go find a sunflower pattern, and I'm just going to make me a sunflower out of it. I have made a sunflower pouch. Do you remember my sunflower pouch? It was just a round little pouch that you had a little string. You could, hang it from something. I think I still have it. I don't think I sold it. Those were fun. That was fun to make. But I actually want to make like a sunflower that I could like put into a bouquet with some other things, We'll see. We'll see. It's a whole different ball game here with finer yarn, the smaller hook. It's a different ball game for sure. Even maybe some small flowers to make into bookmarks or things like that would be kind of fun. Time will tell. Oh, we got to switch to our darker color here in our last stitch. So I'm going to take my last stitch out here. Well, partially. And I'm going to switch to my darker color here. Pull that through. Okay, there's my dark pink. My dark pink is in there. Okay, let's see what we do next. Oh, she's got a ways to go here. Okay, she made it back. No, she didn't. I forgot she's left-handed. She is left-handed. Does this all go in the same stitch? Sorry, I'm... Oh, no. Okay, I see how she does this. Okay, so the first stitch is a half double. Your next stitch is a double. Then whenever she has a plus between her, I know, I would love to do a sunflower. Whenever she has a plus between her symbols, you do those in the same stitch. So this next one has a plus between them. So we do a triple in the next stitch and a double in the next stitch. So that one gets 2. Then on our next stitch, we do a half double. Next stitch gets a single. Okay, so this is what she calls the rounded petal. Okay, see, it's rounded. All right, we went up, we got taller, and then we came back down. Now we're going to do a pointed petal. So in our next stitch, we do a single, and a half double, all in the same stitch. Then we do 2 double crochets. I'm assuming they're in separate stitches because there's no plus between them. Do a chain 2, make your picot. It's a picot again, okay? And then do 2 double crochets, 1 and the 2, then a half double, and then a single. All right, so this is kind of what we're working with here. All right, we got this rounded one here, and we got this pokier one here. Okay, and then we keep doing that until we get to the end of the row. So our next stitch is going to be the rounded petal. So we do a half double. Then our next stitch is a double. Our next one is a triple and a double. Triple and a double. Our next stitch is a half double. Next stitch is a single. All right, it's not okay. Starting to look like that. All right. Now we're doing the pointed. So in our first stitch, we do a single and a half double. Then we do 2 doubles. And I think we change color here at some point. I'm going to watch the video for a little bit before I go too much further. I think she changes back to the light pink. Maybe not this row, though. Yeah. So she stops here and she picks up the light pink again. So she does like 3 petals. Okay, I'm going to take out this last one. She only does 3 petals in the dark color. Okay. So I'm going to take it back to just 3 petals in the dark. And that's going to be the very center of the flower when we curl this up. So the very center of the flower is going to get the dark pink. All right, so I need to find my light pink down here. Cut this off. And cut that off so I can move it over here. You following me? Are you following along? Do you see what I'm doing? Okay, so let me take out this last single crochet a little bit. And I'm going to join the light pink back in. Okay. Now I'm going to continue with my next petal. So in my next stitch, it's a single crochet and a half double, then 2 doubles. Yeah, it's weird. That's the only light pink we use, or dark pink is that little bit right there. That's just for the center. Where was I? Oh, chain 2 here and do the picot. Picot. Do my picot. Then 2 double crochets. A half double and a single. All right, So that's what we got going on now. All right. Now we're back to the rounded petal. So we got a half double, a double, and in our next stitch we do a triple, and a double. Next stitch gets a half double, next stitch gets a single. Now we're going to do the pointy one again. So it's a single and half double in our next stitch, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, do our chain 2, hello Lydia, do our picot, and then 2 doubles, then a half double, then a single. Well, how many petals do we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. Okay. Now we're moving on to a rounded one again. So a half double, then a double, and the next stitch gets the triple and a double. Triple and a double. Next stitch gets a half double. Next one gets a single. Looks like I got enough stitches here to do one more pointy one. So our next stitch gets a single and a half double. Then we have 2 doubles. Hope this works out, right? Get to the end, I'm like, chain 2, make your picot, slip stitch in there, make the picot. Then we do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then a half double, and then a single. Did it come out right? No, it did not come out right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat this thing, and I'm just going to do 2 more singles because I got extra stitches. I don't know why. We'll see if that causes a problem. We will find out. This might be all there is to it, you guys. I think that's all there is to the whole thing. I think that's the whole rose. Yep. Okay, hang on. We're going to stop here. That is it. Okay, so I'm going to fasten this off. Yeah, those extra 2 singles at the end aren't going to matter one little bit. Okay. Now, here's where the fun happens. Whoops, I got to fasten this one off here too. I would go and weave in all these ends and stuff, but let me show you the fun, right? This is our center, right? Our dark part. And we just roll it. We roll it, and roll it, and roll it, and roll it, and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll, and roll. I don't know. It doesn't look much like a rose if you ask me, but of course I got all these strings hanging off it too, but let's see what she does. Does she do something else? She just rolled it up and she stopped. That was it. And she's moving on. She's moving on to the daisies. All right. I think if I try to roll it a little looser, maybe. I had it kind of tight. Maybe we should put these strings in first, but okay, I'm going to roll it loosely this time. Let's roll loosely. Now I know that when you finish this, you put a wire in here at the end. You put a wire in here, and that's where you really doesn't look very rosy to me. I don't know why. It's just looking like that. I mean, kinda. But I was wondering if you needed to like fan it out more. You know what I mean? Like push up the center, like tear it a little bit like this. You know what I'm saying? Do we have to do that to make it actually look more rose-like? I don't know. Well, that's what we have for now until we move on. We only have one. I only have one of the dark ones with the picot. And I know this is how I've seen tons of people make their roses like this. Just I don't know. I feel that it needs to go like that. Now it came undone on me. Don't come undone. Well, okay. It's looking a little more rose-like, I suppose, than I thought at first. But you see why I say that when you do the roses with the separate petals, I think they look more rose-like. You see the petals more distinctly than you do on this, right? Anyhow, that's what we got for that. Let's see. What do we do now? Do I want to keep going? Do I want to make another one? Do I want to make a daisy? The daisies are really cute. And then she puts a whole bunch of them on a stem. So it makes like a whole stem full of these itty bitty daisies. Let's try to make a little daisy. We got a few minutes. The daisies are small and they're kind of, let's use this. Oh, I lost my weight. Did you see it? Did you see it go? It jumped right off the table. And then remember, this goes on the bottom, right? Maybe when you put this all together and you glue it in there, okay, looks a little more rosish that way, right? When you get the green around it. And we got to hot glue all this stuff together. And I got to weave in all these ends. And she hot glues all this. Okay, it's looking more rosish when I add the bottom to it. Okay, let's continue. Let's make us a daisy. And you make like 5 of these or so. They're little. They're just little itty bitty daisies. But okay, so just like everything else, we start with a slip stitch. Chain 3, make that circle again, slip stitch to make our little ring, and 5 single crochets in the center. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh, and that's the whole center. I need my white. Where'd the white go? Hang on. That's all we need for the center right there, guys. That's it. It ran away. This is kind of a creamish white. It's all tied up too. It's like wrapped around and tied through here. Okay, here's an end. Where does it go? Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a cream. It's not a true white. Change to white. All right. Let me take out my last little bit here. Take out that last bit right there and change this to white. Okay, white. Here we go. I'm going to start way down here because that's all frayed. There's our white. Okay. White we go. Now what? Now what we do? Let's find out. Excuse me. Okay. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, slip stitch into the next stitch. All right. Now for our first petal, we do a chain 2, What? And does this all go in the same stitch? What are we doing? We could do this all in the same stitch. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, we do them all in the same stitch. We're all okay. So we did that chain 2, and we do 2 half doubles. I told you these are little. 2 half doubles and a slip stitch. There's our first petal. Yeah, there's our first petal. FVRF. What's FVRF? Hello, Maritza. How are you? We're making flowers. Look it. Tell me what it is. What is it? What is it, Maritza? What is it? It's not all put together yet, but what is it? Oh, boy. Now, where's the next one start? Do we slip stitch again? What do we do? Yep, slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Do a chain 2, 2 half doubles, 1 and 2, and then a slip stitch back in there. Okay. Go to your next stitch. Slip stitch, chain 2, 2 half doubles. It all goes in the same place, and then a slip stitch back in there. All right. Slip stitch into the next one. Chain 2, 2 half doubles, and a slip stitch. All in the same stitch. Now go to our next stitch, do a slip stitch, chain 2, 2 half doubles, slip stitch. All right. I think that's it. I think we're going to fasten it off, and that's our daisy, guys. On the final slip stitch, go into the white. Okay, I got a slip stitch over here. Okay. One more slip stitch. And there it is. That is it, folks. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So that is the end of the little daisy. I would call it more like a little forget-me-not, maybe. You know? I wouldn't call it much of a daisy, but there it is. Voila. Itty bitty little thing. And make a bunch of them and you put them on a stem. All right. Now, you could make other little things with these, You could make them into bookmarks. You could do other things. All right. So we got a sepal. We got our rose. We got one daisy. What else we got here? I'm just kind of showing you one of everything. What else? Oh, I don't want to make these. She makes these berries. I don't want to make any berries. I think she makes leaves at some point. Let's skip the berries. I don't want to make berries. They're weird. I don't want berries in my flowers. I mean, they're not weird. I just don't want to make berries. Then you make a little green base for your berry. You put those on a stem too. Well, now she's messing with her wire. Yeah, we're not going to do that yet. Don't we make leaves? I thought she made leaves. Now she's gluing her flower down. And then she just wraps the wire with the yarn. So you should just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping the wire with the green yarn. Yep. And that's how she makes like the stem. And then she runs wire through all of the little daisies. Oh, no, she puts a wire through each of them. And then she attaches all of those to another wire. So she can make it like a branch, boom, boom, boom. She makes them like a branch on another longer wire. Lots of gluing. Make sure you glue everything. Keep it all in where it's supposed to be. I can see me burning my fingers already. See, now she wraps everything. And she's putting all the daisies together, right? Putting all the daisies together. And then the berries. She does the same thing for the berries. Makes a clump of berries. And look. She's got a whole little bouquet. See, this is the berry up here. They're just little round little. She clearly used some different pinks there to make different colors of roses. And I can't even see the daisies in there. All I see are the berries. Where's the little daisies? I don't know where the daisies are. Now let's make one of these. How about we make one of these? That looks like fun, doesn't it? Yeah, let's make that. Well, doesn't that look fun? I actually think I have one in my saved videos somewhere. Oh, you know what? You know why? It went to my next video. That's what it did. That is my next saved video. We need to have another project. I mean, flowers are fun, but I don't know. Yeah, that was my next saved video. I really want to make one of those. Clearly, I saved it. I have lots of cute little videos saved here. Like, look, how about the eyeglass holder? Make the little puppy dog eyeglass holder. Easter baskets. I've been starting to look at a lot more Easter stuff, Sherry. So here's some of the things I have. There's the little bear glasses holder. Oh no, don't do that. I made that pillow. I made a pillow. You guys haven't seen it yet. But look at the cute little cat bookmarks. Those look like so much fun. I think I want to make a star pillow, just a simple star pillow. How about a strawberry pillow? Lots of little pillows. I know the eyeglass holders are so cute. Oh, this is another thing I want to make. I want to make the little trinket dish, like that little flower trinket dish right there. I want to make that. Yes, I do. Let's see. Sweaters and tops and whatnot. Hexagon. This. Okay. I'm going to do this for the next one. I have the yarn already set aside in the bedroom, and I was going to do it as like a tutorial, but I have not been able to find time to do it as a tutorial. So I think I'll make a couple more daisies so that I have enough to make like a stem, and maybe I'll do another rose and just have a stem. I don't know, one stem of daisies and 2 roses and call it good. But I want to make the little mushroom jewelry holder. I really do. If I make it here, I mean, none of you guys are making anything with me. So, oh, Sean's doing a mushroom journal. Mushrooms are popular. Super, super popular. They are hot right now. I don't know why, but they're hot. I'm sure that would be adorable, Sean. Adorable. So I think I'm going to make the little mushroom jewelry holder thing. I think that would be fun. I've made that little purse. I made that purse in purple. That's fun. I had a good time with that one. There's something else I was going to show you. What was I going to show you? The retro daisies. That's what I made that purse with, is those retro daisies. Look, they made a whole cardigan out of retro daisy squares. How fun is that? You could make a bag out of them. You could do whatever you wanted out of those. They're a lot of fun. Anybody got any other ideas, thoughts? Does anybody care? Or did I just come and crochet in front of you guys? Yeah, maybe next time you can come on, Sean, and you can show us all. I was thinking of making one of these too. It's like a little bag that you can put little goodies in for Easter. Or the carrot. Look at the carrot. That's cute. But this little bunny right here is super cute. I made another bunny thing too. You guys haven't seen. I've done a few little small projects that you haven't seen. I love making bags. Bags are fun to make. I have a lot of bags on my list. Oh, I'm in the bag category. That's why. I'm on my Pinterest. I'm in bags and pouches. Headbands? No. Scarves? No. Fall? No. Look at this flower. It's a zinnia. See, I thought we were going to make some leaves for our I thought we were going to make leaves for our rose, but we're not. Oh, I made this. I made this. I made one of them. It's super cute. It's super, super cute. I loved it. I might make a couple more of those to just have to take to, like, I'm doing an April show. I think those would sell. It's right around Christmas time. Now see, here's another one of here's another rose that's made with the roll up kind, but I think that one looks like it's got a whole lot more petals. Maybe that's the difference. This is just a small little rose. Here's another Easter bunny treat bag. That's cute, right? I gotta get Maritza to take a day off and come crochet with me, Maritza. We could do a fun little one session project like we did before. That was fun. See, a lot of people sell a lot of little things like keychains and stuff. Like, look at those little strawberry keychains. Those are super cute. Super cute. How about a retro daisy pillow? I love that. The retro daisy pillow. Retro daisy was interesting to make. I did make that one purse with the retro daisy. It was fun. It's really pretty. I really like it. There's that sweater again. So I have that. Look, I have that sweater saved here in my Pinterest, and then I have it as a video. My watch later videos. I must really like it. That must be it. I must like it. Granny square eyeglass holder. There's the pillow again. Whoops, the retro pillow again. How about just a mushroom? Just a regular little mushroom. I'm a little mushroom, short and stout. Sunflower keychains. Look. Sunflower keychain. Those are cute. Is that the eyeglass case again? Yep, I have the eyeglass case in here twice. I should probably go through here and take out some of these duplicates, huh? A flower keychain. Look at that one. And then where's the other one? Oh, the little sun right here. That's also a little keychain. Super cute. I don't know what's next, guys. This is where I'm now at this point where I'm like, oh, what do I do now? What do I do now? There's a sunflower bookmark. A little bookmark. That's cute. All right, I'm running out of ideas here. Running out of ideas. Running out of ideas. Then in my patterns I have downloaded. I got other things there. Oh, there's the bunny jar. I found it as a pin, and then I was able to download the pattern for it. That was easy. That didn't take me that long. That was fun and easy to do. And it's super cute. It is so cute. A heart tote bag. You can make any. I should make a wheel. Sean, I should. I don't know how to make a wheel, but yeah. What would I put on the wheel? What would I put on the wheel? Okay, this is made with the all-in-one granny square yarn. I just made one the other day. We were sitting watching TV. I have some of the yarn, and I made one of the all-in-one yarn flower squares. It worked out pretty well. I could make a sweater. Keep going. Make more squares. Make a sweater. There's just so many ideas, and I just get like, ah. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. What were things that we just talked about? Let's write down some ideas. Let's do what Sean said. Okay. I like the mushroom jewelry holder. Mushroom jewelry. I don't either. I liked that crochet hook caddy. The fold up pockety thing. Crochet hook caddy. I like the retro daisy pillow. Retro daisy pillow. Okay, Sherry, what were Easter things? What were Easter things? What were some Easter things? I forget. Where were they? Were they videos or what were they? Starting at the top and going down this time. The top is the oldest stuff I've saved. Saved for later. I've made several of these things, actually. I made one of those little pouches. Oh, the bunny pouch. An Easter basket. I don't have an Easter basket one. I got the bunny pouch. The little bunny bag. The little bunny pouch. I didn't find an Easter basket. Let's go to Pinterest. See, this is what I do. I spend so much time doing this stuff, you guys. So much time just looking at stuff. Let's go to crochet Easter basket. Huh. Well, here's a plain classic one with just stripes. Velvet. It's a little tiny one in velvet. So there's like bunnies. There's a lot of bunny ones. See? That's why the star pillow. That was another good idea. That's 2 pillows on our list here. People like pillows. Dale was laughing at my heart pillow. And research is important. And I do a lot of it, Sean. And then when I was done with the little pillow, he took it and put his head on it. Sat on the couch with it. 7 different. Oh, I've seen somebody make these. Look at those. Those are fun. It's not blatantly Easter like with a bunny. Let's see. Let's make sure it goes to an actual pattern because sometimes they don't. Sometimes these pins just take you crazy. Okay. It's taken me to a bunch of Easter baskets. Okay. There's that one. Can you see what I'm talking about? There's a bunny basket. I don't want to make a bunny basket, I don't think. A sheep, a lamb. Mini baskets, just little itty bitty ones. Where's that one though? Oh, little egg basket. Oh my gosh. Well, nobody's going to be dyeing eggs this year. Not going to have to worry about that. And there's the spring. It's just called a spring basket. Look, there's an oval one too. There's round and there's oval. Find this pattern free on Ravelry. Oh, I'll be jiggered. There it is. Oh, it's made with Catania. It's fine yarn. Fine yarn. Where's the free pattern? Discontinued. Of course, discontinued. This pattern is no longer available online. For more information, go here. Yeah, that didn't help me out a bit. No, it didn't. It didn't help me out one bit. No, That took me to some weird random thing. Well, darn. See? Plastic. I know. Everybody's got to have plastic Easter eggs this year. That's what happens. You find something you like, and then you can't find a pattern for it. You can't find a pattern. I really liked that, though. That was kind of cool. What is this thing? Look at this. Okay, so you make like all these little circles, and you put them together. That's where I could put my rose. Oh, look. See the little rose here up in the corner? Look it. See the rose? Put the rose in the basket. Hey, I don't know. That's not a bad idea. Hang on. I'm definitely pinning this one to my patterns. But let's see if it actually goes to a pattern. It's cute. It is Eastery, but it is... Okay, sticky brand, you need to go away. You're in my way. You're in my way. I don't find a pattern. Download. No, I don't want that. No, that was not what I wanted. Today we would like to show you an interesting video instruction of a very beautiful model of basket. Cute and lovely basket. Perfect for collecting your eggs, candy, and more. There's a start button. That scares me. I don't like those things. Start. Click here for a video tutorial. We have a video tutorial. Well, we haven't found it yet, Sean, because I don't know if we have a pattern here. It's in a different language up there, so I don't know if it's going to be something I can follow. It's not in English. So all she really did anyhow was she just showed you all the circles as she put them all together. Oh, right. No, we're going here. Wow, she just made a slip knot in a magic ring in the weirdest way. Yeah, it's not in English. I don't think I can figure it out. Back to square one. Maybe we're just going to end up with a little bunny pouch, Sherry. I can get a pattern for the bunny pouch. Yeah, goodness. I really liked that too. I've seen something similar to that before. How you make the flower like that, the tulip flower thing. I don't know, you guys. I'm floundering. This is the hard part, is finding things that actually work. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be the same thing. It's gonna take us to the same thing, and it's not gonna work. Yep, it's exactly the same thing. It does not go anywhere. Well, I don't know. I guess I know. I would love to be able to find something similar. I just don't know how to go about that. Okay, so I have an idea. Let's go to YouTube. And let's search for tulip think it's just called the Tulip Stitch Basket. Let's look up that and see what happens. I'm going to put crochet in here too, or it'll be like, maybe somebody. See, this girl's got a basket with tulips around the top, but that's not what we really wanted. That's not what we wanted. That's not. Hang on. How about this one? What do we think about that one? That's it, isn't it? Let's see. Is it in English? If it's in English, or at least they have English directions written on the screen. Oh, she's not going to talk at all. Hook size, 3. Okay. Yarn. Don't know. Little yarn. Okay. There's the base of the basket. Now she's going to make sides of the basket. Okay. Now she's added the green. Okay. Hey. What do we think? Now, you could always adapt this too. If you wanted to make the like oval one, you just learn how to make an oval first, right? Okay, let's see if she actually has a pattern. Let's see. Welcome to Crochet Design YouTube channel. Nope. That's all it says. Crochet Design YouTube channel. Okay, let me save it. Save again. Save to watch later. My watch later list is very long. It doesn't tell you what kind of yarn to use. It doesn't. Kind of on. She's got like a flat yarn. It wouldn't matter. By Michelle. It wouldn't matter. You could use whatever yarn you wanted, right? I could use this yarn. I could use a cotton. I would use a cotton yarn. Okay, so if we have cotton, we got cotton. I've got green. I got purple. It's had 27,000 views. It's gotten a lot of views. People like it. Okay, tulip basket. I'm calling it the tulip basket. I don't know. I think they are tulips. There's other kinds of tulip baskets like this. They call this one the tulip jewelry holder. Just a small little thing with tulips around the outside edge. See, a lot of them with the tulips up on the outside edge like that. This one? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, how about a tulip bag? Make a whole bag. She's making a purse. Tulips all the way around it. A tulip pouch. See? The tulip. Where'd the tulip pouch go? There it is. Lots of stuff with the tulips. Lots of stuff with the tulips. Beginner, here we go. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd shows you just how to make the tulip stitch. And then you just have to figure out how to make it into a basket. Oh, I watched part of this. Oh, I can't see it. I watched part of this video the other day. Hang on. Oh, shoot. Stop it. I watched part of that one the other day, how to make that bag. I really kind of liked that bag. Okay, let's work on a tulip basket. We're gonna make a tulip basket next time. Okay, so I'm gonna be on my own to make that mushroom jewelry caddy. If I had time, without Dale around the house all the time, maybe I could just come in here and do it. Maybe that's what I could do. I gotta clean off my table every time I want to like crochet on it. But if I came in here and closed the door and just started recording little bits of me making the mushroom thing, I should do that. Okay, so here's what I would say. Gather a white yarn, a green yarn, and a colored yarn in whatever size you want and whatever hook will work for you, what for the yarn. Okay, so like if you're gonna do a cotton yarn, like if I pick up this cotton yarn, which will work, I would use cotton. Cotton's more durable, more sturdy, and a 4mm hook for a kobu if you're using kobu. All right, I got some pretty colors in this KC cotton, so I would gather up my colors: a white, a color, a pretty color, and a green. And this is similar, 3.75 hook. So a 3.75 or a 4, whatever you want. We'll make us a basket next time. How's that sound? Maybe I'm going to make another couple daisies and see if I can put them on a little stem. Make a little stem of daisies and I don't know. Make a little mini bouquet. Figure out how to put this on the wire. You guys don't need to be here for that. That would be a hot mess. All right. That's it, folks. I'm going to let you go. And have a good weekend. Hope to see some of you tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Come hang out. Let me know what's happening. And that's all, folks. Sorry this was kind of a weird one, but you know, we don't have much of a finished project. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. All right. I'll talk to everybody later. See you guys.